Hello, family. I know it's been 2 whole weeks. Not all the way 2 weeks, but it's been a week and a half. I have not been doing weeklies. I apologize. Um, I kind of wanted to, well, it's not even wanted to. I've been overwhelmed with the amount of clientele that has, needed me, and I really thank you guys who have entrusted my spiritual gifts, my calling. Oh my gosh, you just don't know how much I appreciate you asking me to be of assistance to you, whether or not it's through a reading and or just prayers. So for the remainder of you out there who have not been working with me personally, I have been in prayer and meditation and been doing some readings, but mostly prayer meditation, for those who have been experiencing some things that needed some guidance and needed to shed light on certain situations and learn the power of the Most High through prayer, through an intercessor. So I've been mainly being an intercessor for the last week and a half. So I apologize if I have not been bringing you your weeklies. I am learning how to balance all of this out, so bear with me. October will be great. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a monthly spiritual, just like what I did in September. We're going to do a monthly spiritual, and see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, the Most High, etc., has to say about the month of August, universally for us all. What can we expect? So, Most High Spirit, Haya, Yahushua, Yahushua, Yahweh, El Shaddai, Adonai, Jehovah, Jehovah Jireh, Jesus, Yahshua. Thank you for using me as a vessel to communicate to the masses of what they need to know spiritually. Overall, as guidance, forecasting the month ahead, October 2016. Thank you, Spirit, for using me as a vessel to communicate these things for all zodiac signs. October 2016. Let me further mix it up. I hope you all have been blessed the last 2 weeks. I know that for a lot of you, it should have been a week of clarity and understanding and discernment for a lot of you. You really didn't need my tarot card readings to understand what was before you for my last reading for you all for the second week of September. You guys really didn't need me. Trust me, I promise you, you didn't. The last 2 weeks of September were, for a lot of you, for a lot of us, 2 weeks of kind of deciding which path we want to go down and it being written in stone. So, we've got a couple more days of that, and everybody should have decided their path. Okay, so this is the monthly for October 2016 universal spiritual reading for all zodiac signs. All right, I'm going to do a week by week play on what I come up with. First week, second week, third week, and fourth week. All right, so let's get started. Let me bless the reading. All right, let's get started. All right. All right, in the beginning of the month of October, we are in a space of spiritual confidence. A lot of us are experiencing what we are supposed to be doing. And I'm not going to go in the beginning of the week. I'm going to go on the energy of the entire week. So there's a confidence of knowing what path we all should be taking. But and for those of you who are paying attention to my alarm in the hallway, I'm not tall enough to reach it. I'm gonna have to find somebody to reach it and change the battery. But there's a level of confidence of knowing what path we should be taking spiritually. But for some reason, for a lot of you all, or a lot of us, we are not getting to the root of the matter of why we should be taking a certain path, right? But it has to do with letting things of the past go and moving in a direction of receiving a legacy. Okay, that's the first week. Second week in October, you've made a decision. Once you realize that legacy, woo, spirit red, most high. All right, I'm gonna go. Let me just show you the cards. So we've got, for the first week, the Seven of Swords upright. And then we have the Empress reverse. And then we have the Four of Pentacles upright. So that was that first week message. In the second week, you've made a decision based on realizing the legacy and letting things go of the past, and a legacy that you're looking to receive spiritually. Okay, I say that because we have the Two of Pentacles reverse. So you've decided to, most of us will be deciding to receive or not receive a legacy. With that indecision, well, with that decision, is going to be a new beginning for you, okay, spiritually. And that decision, okay, if you choose the right path, it's going to lead to the Four of. So we have you're going to make a decision, and it's going to be a new beginning. That's the Ace of Cups, and it's going to be emotionally fulfilled new beginning, spiritually. And then at the end of the second week, you're going to have the Four of Wands. Let's see if I can get it in the picture, in the camera. Four of Wands in the upright, which means that it's going to allow some stability in your household. But you have to be honest with yourself spiritually, okay? You have to be honest with yourself to know what is the right path. Don't lie to yourself, because I just feel a lot of energy of a lot of you lying to yourself about the right path to take. You already know what path to take. You've been contemplating it for a very, very long time. Some of you more than a year. Some of you the last few months, but to some of you, even if it's the last few months, it has been it's felt like a long time. Now in the third week, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. It's the end of a battle. Okay, listen to the story. Okay, and then in the middle of the third week, we have Queen of Wands. You're feeling very, very prudent and gentle about your. Okay, let's see what this last card is. Okay, so we have the World card, and it's reversed. So that's a new cycle. Okay, a new cycle beginning. Whatever direction that you were going in, it's going to reverse, okay? So look for that new beginning in the second week spiritually. If you were going in the wrong direction, it's going to reverse. If you were going in the right direction, it's going to reverse. This is where that choice in the beginning of October comes in for you guys, okay, spiritually. At the end of the week, at the end of the month, you have the Sun card upright. Okay, so whatever path you're going on, I don't want to say there's no wrong and there's no right, but if in the beginning of the month you make the right decision, you're going to be in that success period at the end of October. Okay, you're going to really, really start feeling that Jupiter energy that is in the house of Libra. which is going to cause you, it's going to stop you from a new beginning. So, spiritually, if you've been going down one path and you choose or you're forced to go down another, it's going to cause success, but you're going to be feeling physical unease about the shift at the end of the month. Okay. But what's going to happen is at the very, very tail end of the month, closing out October 2016, is you're going to feel some sort of support with the way your life is going. You have to trust the Most High. You have to trust the universe. You have to trust the way, just the way things are unfolding. If you have not been in the beginning of the month, it's calling for a time for you to trust, okay? And really, really pay attention to your surroundings and what is right and what is wrong. Because you, in the second week, at the end of the second week, you want to get to that Four of Wands upright, which is stability, triumph, happy home, friends, celebrations. And even though the World card is not the Wheel of Fortune, just because it's in reverse doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means that something is shifting. And right after that, following it, if you have made the right decision and embrace that new beginning in the second week, at the last week of October, you're going to see success. And it may be in that last week, it may feel like clouded or a false win or something that you didn't want. But you have to understand that you're winning, and you have to understand that this is a type of win that the Most High wanted you to achieve. It's kind of like it's a bittersweet win. Bittersweet, or it's kind of something that you didn't really even see coming, but you will have support at the end of October spiritually. Now, if I speak of this layout, this reading universally, there's definitely, from an economic standpoint, there's definitely going to be some balance in the economy in the second week of October. Okay. And there's going to be some balance by way of there's going to be balance in the economy by way of the economy suffering some type of embarrassment where it regards truth, and it's going to emotionally stabilize the economy in some way. It's going to be an end of I feel like it's going to be the end of the battle for a lot of people in the economy. And it's going to make a lot of people feel good. It may shift the way the world operates. It may shift the way people see the world, but it's going to be a successful shift. Economically, from a government standpoint, it may feel like government is losing, but they're not, because the people will support this shift in October. There's going to be a major shift. Things are going to, whether or not it's in the election, whatever it is, there's going to be a shift. I just feel like it's been a long awaited shift. Let me get some clarifiers. It's been a long awaited shift. And it could be personally, for a lot of you out there, personally, in your personal life, could be a long awaited shift. But, if it's personal, you guys are going to get a lot of support towards the end of the month. There is going to be some triumph, some celebration, and some balance in the first half of the month. And things are going to turn in a more positive direction. And it's going to be it's just the understanding of this direction is not going to be understood, but there's going to be support. So whether or not this is personal or on an economic level, it's there, it's happening. I feel like it's divine timing. Thank you, Most High. Most High is all over me. So let's Most High, let's clarify. What are you trying to tell us about the first week in October, whether or not it's personal or worldwide economically? Okay. Okay, for a lot of you, whether or not you're in your 30s and this is about you, Most High got some stuff to say. Whether or not you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and your parents or your grandparents are still living, this has something to do, again, with legacy, okay? So we're gonna start seeing something shift in regards to legacy in the first week. Okay. Um, Whether or not it's economically or it's in your personal life, you dealing with one individual, it's definitely regarding legacy. I've got two fours, which tells me this is, in the first half of the month, it has something to do with stability. Okay, let's clarify the second week. What do you mean by this new beginning and this triumph, the success with stability, a happy home, and also making a concrete decision financially? Wealth, well-being, new beginning, triumph, fame, feeling elated about the changes that, like, oh my gosh, it's like unbelievable. So we've got the Jack of Hearts in the first week, and we've got the Ace of Clubs in the second week. All right. So there's going to be some major decisions happening. I don't know if this has to do with the year Jubilee, but wow. Spirit, Most High, can you clarify the third week? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to? And I'm going to go back in and just, clarify and just really meditate on it. I'm going to pause you guys for a minute while I look at everything and read them again. Can you clarify the third week? What are you trying to say about the end of a battle and feeling prudent and gentle and the world card reverse? Okay, it has to do with a decision that's hard to make or a hasty decision that has been made or something that you didn't realize by not doing a background check. Now, if this is economically related, this could be an awakening to the truth of the government that we live, that controls us, that we function under, or in your personal life, could have something to do with, like, wow, you've come into this major wealth, and this person that you were in a three-way situation with, you see their true colors. Okay, spiritually for the masses, for all zodiac signs. Last week, let's clarify why there is success, but there's a clouded joy, bittersweet accomplishment with success and support and being vigilant about what is to come. And it is a message, so it's the Page of Swords. What is this message about being vigilant and the success about at the end of the month? Okay, so there's a temporary setback. Okay, so there's going to be a temporary setback at the end of the month. If this is economically, spiritually, this is an economic setback where something, you know, it's minor. It's nothing big, but it's an eye opener. Okay, it's an eye opener to the masses. If this is something personal, um, again, you achieve success, but at the end of the month, at the very tail end, that last week, something occurs where it's just an eye opener. And it has something to do with the unwise decision or not doing a background check or doing something in haste. Okay. So be easy, move slow, think things through in the third week of the month. And at the end of the month, if you do that, you are going to definitely change this Four of Spades and turn that from a setback into a come up. Now, give me a second, guys. Let me look at these cards and try to formulate a deeper meaning economically, because I want to get economics and just world views out of the way. It seems like where concerns economics and government and world powers, they feel confident, but they're not able to resolve how to get to the root of the matter where it concerns civil unrest, and you know, they finally decide to come up with a solution to let go of control in a sense where they're like putting blessings back into people's pockets some way, somehow. And it has something to do with ancestry, I'm feeling. And that's in the first week. In the second week, it has something to do with kind of like the government being embarrassed about this injustice that has been caused amongst the people. But it starts a new beginning, and it allows stability in households across America. And it offers wealth. It just offers so much for the people, not of just America, just of the world in general in the second week. And the third week, it's like the end of a battle, and people are feeling good again. But then, because of the decision that the government made, they feel upside down, and they made an unwise decision or decision in haste. But lo and behold, in the fourth week, it's a successful decision, a bittersweet decision, but government decides to be vigilant about this temporary setback in order to maintain its position as a world power or a dominant world power. It's like the government decides to use their setback as a come up. Okay. Now, I went through that fast. Personally, it's the same scenario. Okay. Someone or you may be feeling confident about something you can't get to the root of the matter of, but you're letting go of control by way of someone you've known for a long time. You may be embarrassed about it, but it causes you a new beginning, and it offers you stability and a lot of fame and a lot of stability, a lot of happiness around you. You realize through the decision that you've made, letting go of control of the first week, and you seeing these blessings come in the third week, you've ended the battle and you feel good about it. It's new for you. It turns your world upside down. You question it and you feel like you've made an unwise decision out of haste, but it brings you super success. Again, at the end of the last week, in the middle of the end of the last week, you feel bittersweet about it, but you're vigilant about moving forward with it. Even though it causes you a temporary setback, it's almost like a decision between having a moral compass and not. Okay, that's what this feels like. And a lot of people are going to be making decisions based on having a moral compass and reaping the benefits from that, and not having a moral compass. Now, those who do not have a moral compass, we already know how that's going to end up. But those who have spiritually a moral compass that is balanced, is on the right side of the scale, because Jupiter is in the sign of Libra, so there's a lot of balancing that's going to be happening for the next year, are definitely going to benefit from being on the right side of the moral compass. I really don't feel like I need to clarify, but let me get past, present, and future to clarify. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Most High. No reversals. No reversals. No reversals. Let's get a clear and concise clarifier for all signs. Spiritual 2016. Okay. Wow. Okay. As clarifiers, past the tower. So spiritually, a lot of you guys have already experienced the shakeup. Okay. And the present is the death card upright. So you have the tower card followed by the death card upright, which means that what was old is old, it's dead and gone. you're transformed. Presently, October is a month of transformation. Okay. In the future, we have the Knight of Cups, the arrival and the message of a new love, romance, marriage proposal, and invitation. I mean, I'm getting chill. I can't, there's nothing else that I could possibly say to clarify this. This is beautiful. If you guys look at this spiritually and you say to yourself, okay, I want to follow this road and apply this to my day to day mundane life, please meditate, pray, because there's something beautiful in the near future for all of us. We just have to allow this transformation to happen, which is in the present, the death card. Okay? Once we allow that to happen, you have the arrival of there's a message of new love, romance, but you have to get on the good foot. That's really what this is saying. Get on the good foot, especially at the end of the month, and that's where the near future card comes into play. There may be a temporary setback based on the success you have, and it may feel like bittersweet, but if you're doing the right things with a moral compass, it's all going to come together in your favor spiritually. Okay, so this is spiritually speaking. But if you start the month off and you're thinking consciously about doing the right thing, do unto others as you want them to do unto you, everything is going to fall in place for you for the next 12 months and beyond. So this is a time of really getting on the good foot, okay, spiritually, for all zodiac signs, for starting in October 2016. So could I clarify? No. Let me clarify. Let's just make it an even 30 minutes. Let's come on, Spirit, because I know y'all want more. This is a prerequisite for the October monthlies. So yeah, whatever you gotta have to do, meditate, pray 3 times a day, fast, do it. You're gonna get clarity. Everybody's life is different. No one's is the same, but it's a lot of new beginnings, baby. Okay. One more. All right. All right. So in the past, you realized you had to let go. What came down and what changed and shifted in your life is that you have to let the abusive people go, the competitors, the deceitful people. That's a change that all of us have gone through. Okay, in the present, the death is has to do with it, and this is the king of diamonds, and the present on top of the death. To clarify, it talks about it's the death of someone trying to deceive you, conquer you, and ruin your blessings, trying to sabotage you. Okay, and in the future, the 10 of Pentacles. So that talks about the driving force of your future is being stable. And if you follow this whole entire reading, you're going to achieve that. But don't be greedy. That's my warning to you. Don't be greedy, because the 10 of Pentacles, or the 10 of Diamonds, also talks about greed. So don't let greed be your driving force. Let stability and giving and receiving and, tithing and sowing and, all that, just the noble nature of the 10 of Pentacles be your blessing. Now, if I take away the deep-rooted meaning of the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Diamonds, it means your blessings are coming. And that sits right on top of the Knight of Cups, which means the arrival of new love, romance, marriage, proposal, invitations. It just means success. It's just a rushing in of success. So it looks beautiful. Currently it's a sudden death of people trying to sabotage you, and in the near future, you just getting messages of blessings. But you have to follow this noble movement, this noble feeling, this noble progression through the month. And once you achieve it at the end of the month, going into November, you're going to see some huge changes, whether or not this is economically or personally. I hope you enjoyed this monthly spiritual reading. If you'd like a personal reading, hit a sister up. I'm sorry if I'm being too gentle. Kisses. Bye.